I'm back. This is Lyrrad, and we're going to be hopping right back in. It's been a while since I've streamed. I've clocked in almost 230 hours now. I've reached on to rank 72, and going to be hopping in. I'm going to be explaining a few things, going over some sets, and basically give you guys the rundown of what I'm actually going to be doing for a little bit. For the most part, I've just been grinding for parts to make more weapons. I have at least one end game set for each weapon, except for maybe the hunting horn and my hammer, because I haven't had a chance to work on them as much. I definitely want to get into using those, but using every weapon, it's been really fun. Like, seriously, if you're not really much of a player on using all of the different weapons, I highly recommend it. Even if you just, screwing around for a little bit, because to be honest, all the weapons are really fun this time around. There's a few types of combos that I'll probably show you guys in using each weapon. If you weren't already aware or practiced in the arena yourselves or anything like that, I'll actually go over a few of those as well. Currently, I'm wearing partial Nerk armor with Legiana pieces, and I'm using a hammer. I'll show you guys the set in a second. I actually just want to check my wish list because there are a few things I've been working on. I need a Irrigan Ruby, Shamo Scale, Zura. The only quest that I'm not really all that fond of, I don't think not too many people are really fond of the Zora Magdaros quest, simply because it drags on. It's so scripted. Main thing about it is that it's such a slow quest. It really is. I kind of want to get my Irrigan jewel, blah, words. Irrigan jewel. Probably the easiest way to do it is just to catch him, but I need to check my investigations. I actually don't have too many for him since I haven't hunted him all that often. I've hunted him a few times, but aside from that, I just have a multi-quest, so I'll probably do that. For those who aren't aware, soloing is easier if you are intending to do some of the harder content and are unsure on whether you want to do it alone or with a group. If you're doing it with less than 4 people, chances are you'll want to solo it, since monsters do have more health and attack power. Some people were actually wondering whether or not monsters get bigger attack boost if you're playing multiplayer. The answer is yes, they do. They have quite a bit more attack power than they do fighting them solo. So if you're fighting something for the first time, it's actually recommended to try them solo first and then go in and try and do some damage in multiplayer, or play with people you're familiar with that know the monster already. By now, most people have already gotten like halfway through the game, or they're making their way through it slowly, or they're already in the in-game content. So currently, this set, I've named all my sets except for the newer ones. My hammer sets are fairly new. I made them like 2 days ago. The skills you would want to focus on for some of these are actually quite similar. Hammer works a lot like the greatsword, since it's fairly slow. You would want to focus more so on the ironically focused skill, as well as stuff like part breaker or stamina surge that keep your stamina from draining too quickly. Critical draw is pretty nice. It's more of a hit and run type of skill that I also run on my set that I call Flowbringer. It's a great sword set with critical draw, high attack boost, and a slight crit boost, since critical draw basically guarantees you a critical hit upon drawing your weapon. It's a really nice set for any single slash weapons like the great sword, long sword, hammer. Most of the time where you're going to be just pulling your weapon out for an opening slash and then rolling out of the way, or performing evasive maneuvers that, you know, skirt around a monster's attack pattern. It's not so much optimal for, say, like the insect glaive or even the bow or the switch axe for that matter, simply because you're not going to be putting them away and drawing them as quickly, because those do have fairly long animations for drawing the weapon and pulling and putting it away. Even the quick draw, what's it called, quick sheaths ability doesn't actually impact it too much. The only ones you would use it on is, as I mentioned before, the long sword or some of the other ones. Since I'm going after Uragan and Lava Sliav, I'm going to actually run I'm going to run my V set. So this set here is this set here actually focuses on, let me change my charm. I'm going to change it to what do I want? I have full earplugs on this set, so I can actually just run. I should just run attack boost, to be honest. I'm running the Xeno Cypher sword. It's the last long sword in the Xeno set. I'm also running attack charm 3 to give me almost max attack boost. So with the set as a whole, I'll show you what it is now. So with this set as a whole, I have attack boost 6, so that gives me a plus 18 and a affinity plus 5 boost. I'm wearing max earplugs for specifically just for Uragan's roar. Only because I find it annoying. He's actually not too bad. He's not one of the worst roars in the game, but because his roar also includes him slamming his chin into the ground, if you happen to be in front of him, you're getting hit. So I'd rather avoid that. Weakness exploit gives you extra damage when hitting a weak point. Critical draw for drawing attacks, which is fairly common with the longsword, since you put it away every time you perform spirit attacks. I have effluvia resistance, which isn't necessarily needed for this particular set. Actually, I should actually change my set. I'll probably change my boots. I mean, I don't need to. I don't need to change my set, honestly. Because if you're good enough, you actually don't need to change your set too often. I just do because I like having, you know, particularly optimal sets for whatever I'm doing. Health boost is actually really nice in this game. If you have the jewel for it, it's really, really handy. Having that extra health always comes in handy. I need, like, the optimal set for health boost is having all three, because then you just get this insane amount of health and you're never getting one-shotted. But, you know, until you get that, just having one is fine. Constitution depletes your stamina, so that's rolling and stuff like that. Evade extender, I only wear this simply because with the longsword, if you can get that extra distance, it's always helpful. Distance is better than increasing your evade window unless you're running bomb sets, which basically what that does is your invulnerability period when you're rolling is extended, so you have a longer window. It's only necessary if you're used to getting clipped or hit by small actions that you normally would avoid or whatever. And then I have flinch free to prevent knockbacks, so anything small, like anything that you would like a body slam that doesn't exactly like toss you in the air wouldn't knock you over. Say like Zeno, you know, walking forward and tapping you with his foot, it wouldn't really knock you over. You would just take damage. So yeah. Normally I eat before I head out on a quest, but it's not entirely necessary, especially since I'm fighting these two. They're not too bad. I mean, I'm still gonna eat once I get into the camp. It's just a loading time. I'll just bypass that. Alright. I'm gonna do this one solo. I'll probably have some people joining me later. Gammy's gonna be getting on later as well. So yeah, this will be fun. Great hunting investigations are usually quests that have you hunting more than one monster. These can be tempered, these can also be this can also be for these guys. What was I saying? So this can also be for tempered and non-tempered monsters as well. I got lazy, so I didn't actually pick a specific boost for my for this run, because normally I would pick the buffs from food that I would want most. I forgot to bring my my armor drug and my demon drug and armor skin, but that's okay. So, oh yeah, and I'm gonna go over the Palico skills. Currently mine has, where you going? So it's good to use the environment to your advantage. You can have that. It's the easiest way to break parts on her again is to lead him around to these toads at the beginning of the fight. And then my Palico currently has the Molotov cocktail. It's the last Palico ability that you get in the game. It's after you fight the, it's after you get the tribal horn. Come on, come on. This is also the easy way to not have to deal with breaking parts with your weapon and losing sharpness early. And this is exactly why I have earplugs. And I'm going for the tail. I always tend to chop off the tail, especially if I have a weapon optimal for doing it. I forgot my bombs too, so I forgot everything I needed except for my mantles, which is alright, because we got this. And easy peasy. I only mounted because I was on a slope, and technically that counted as a jump. For a lot of people, they get thrown off because when a monster slams that part, you don't brace. You actually are supposed to move to a different part of their body, otherwise you get thrown off. I mean, even if you get thrown off, if you have enough stamina, I guess it's okay, but I still wouldn't recommend it, you know, just move to a different part, especially if you're trying to break off a tail or whatever. Thank you. Fade Slash is probably your best friend with this weapon. Close enough. I completely forgot about the bomb that was there. Oh yeah, you can just roll to avoid fire. Oh shoot. Thing about Arrogant's roll, he actually rolls in a circle, so you don't have to worry about it if you're far enough away from him. Or to stay towards the middle, towards the center of his roll, and he won't hit you, like, at all. I got his tail. That didn't take much. He's upset now. He's a little mad. I'm gonna do this just because. And I am sleepy. The only way to avoid being put to sleep is having your cat do it or getting hit. Thank you. See, even small things like that can save you in a pinch. So taking bomb damage is much less than getting hit by him. So I'd prefer that over... Weeble slash! Oh boy. I actually walked right into that. That's why I shouldn't laugh. You're not hitting me with that, sir. I don't actually have to use potions that often. I just don't want to get caught. How? Alright. And he's gonna put me to sleep. Cat, wake me up. Cat's going to sleep too, guys! Watch him go to sleep. Thank you! And that stunned me. Sigh. It's a good thing he's distracted. And then he runs away. I'm gonna carve the tail since why not? And this is actually not. Alright, so this particular area, he's actually got home court advantage here, simply because you don't need a full bar to pull off your combo, TBH. Ah, I got greedy. That's what happens. Him. Uh-oh. And then Cat is over there just messing him up. I think my cat actually broke his face, so you can see his chin is damaged. He was gonna try it, but it didn't work. And this is where you do your most damage, guys. When they're down, you hit them up with a combo, get your bar full, and then you avoid the attack like that. And you hit him in the face as he comes back for it. Ooh. His hip check actually has a pretty long range. Yeah, I know that hurts, sir. Yep. Unlike his cousin, his spiked cousin, he actually doesn't do the multi-sweep with his chin. Ooh. He tried. No. Oh. Hell, what kind of roll he's about to do is based on the direction he's going. I'm actually running out of stamina. So if your character starts panicking, their stamina is going to drop, regardless of whether you've been holding down the button or not. Oh shit. This is where you want to keep an eye on him, because he's going to do that. If you stay like at the bottom of the slope, he just kind of just goes up and down. But oh shoot, I actually ran out of stamina. Because I'm just mostly screwing around. Woo. Oh, he's actually a little salty. Okay, more than a little bit. I'm a little lazy. And Tremor. GG. Tremor is actually like your biggest enemy. It's a bigger problem than Roar, because earplugs are easier to come across, but Tremor resistance, it just completely depends on your set. I kind of never use the counter as I should be doing, like good players do, because I'm actually bad at it. I like openly admit that I'm actually pretty bad at doing the countering. I've only pulled it off like a few times in my entire time of playing Monster Hunter. Only successfully a few times, because, alright, that shouldn't have hit me, but alright. Oh, he's tired. Wow. Might as well get that extra bar. Whoop. That was not what I was trying to do. I definitely pressed the wrong button. I'm gonna just hit him with one of them. Alright, no one saw that. I do miss a lot with this weapon. I suck with it. But that's okay. I'm Scrub Lord with this weapon. Alright, he's down. Yeah, it is. It's so bad. Tremor is so strong. Especially if you're fighting against Zeno or anyone else that has like a lot of shockwave moves. Man. I actually run Tremor Resist on my Gunlance set just because it's such a problem for anything that likes to guard. So yeah, I definitely recommend Joe's gonna make everyone tremor so bad, his walk is gonna make you shudder. Everyone's actually gonna be salty when Joe releases. I already have my carts lined up, guys, like 100%. Like the moment he walks into the room. And I like how they disguised his, the quest name is so cleverly disguised, man. Where you at? Where you at, Labicia? Oh, he's right down here. What the? Oh. Yeah. The tremor is gonna be so strong. That's the only... Oh. But... Yo. Bring your ass. Please. Alright, don't drop lava on me. Alright, so the thing about this Palico set is, no. He's really easy. And I came up short. And I got blasted for it. This is what happens when you miss, guys. This is exactly what happens. Even though he's not hard, if you mess up, you're definitely getting whacked. Because those little Kamehameha blasts with his face, they deal more to you than you think. Mostly the charged ones, not the regular ones. I haven't used my Rocksteady because I don't need it, but he's actually he's actually harder to damage than you think. His roar doesn't affect you at all, really, because it's a small roar, and he just tries to belly flop you a lot. I didn't sharpen my weapon either. There's like literally just nothing I'm doing that's right. Crap. He doesn't do that much damage, see? And I don't even have a defensive set on. I have high armor, but you know, whatever. I don't want to sharpen my weapon. Ow, my face. Okay, I should probably sharpen it now, it's yellow. But I still don't want to... I am. Actually, I think so. Well, no, I'm not in my private one. I'm actually in a regular server session. So you could probably join. I'm gonna stand over here, and he's probably gonna blast me from a distance. Or try to swim at me through a hole. GG. That's what you gotta watch out for. Came with short. And I think I'm wearing the charm that prevents him. His hip check is so fast. Guys, like, there was no prep for that. Did you notice that? There's like no input lag between his normal body position and his hip check. It's very, very oh shoot. If he hits me with that, I'm getting car. Like if he dives at you, that's probably one of his few moves that actually does a lot of damage.